Good afternoon, this is Chris Brecher with a Simpler Stocks free video for July 8th, 2016. As you can see, it's about 25 minutes after the close. Reason we have CUD up, CUDA up here is earnings were tonight. They were better than expected, I guess. And basically, we were going over it in the live chat of how to play it and all that. Luckily, I said you have to buy any dips. So that was a good one in there, at least so far. But getting back to it about the market today, couple of things I wanted to show you in here. ES is down 175 prior to the unemployment, the big bad unemployment report tomorrow. Second thing in there, NASDAQ up 13, a little outperformance in here. And we're going to get to this in a minute of how important this is. Russell up 220, bonds up 10, crude oil getting bashed today down 225. Believe it or not, in the video last night, the premium video, I warned of this possibility. So I'll actually show you a chart of what I had posted last night. Transports up 34. Guess what was the leader within the transports? Oil down, airlines up. SPX down modestly, only $1.83. They're waiting for tomorrow. Nikkei underperforming again. DE Dow outperforming a bit, up very little. So where does this get us with the whole scheme of things in here? This is the big deal I want everybody to look at. Put in the ESs here. Now, there are a lot of people calling for an inverse head and shoulders in here on the overall market. As you know, the market never does anything everybody predicts. Right here, where it looked like it was safe to just load up, all of a sudden, right here in this area this morning, then it had a little reversal. So this still is in play, this inverse head and shoulders, but it didn't work today. Now, here's one that's very interesting. We've been talking in the live chat and in the premium video that the NASDAQ is closer to breaking this inverse head and shoulders than the ESs. Now, what you're going to notice is it is overbought, but things can stay overbought. The whole idea is you wanted to see it consolidate some of its gains, which it's trying to do. Earlier in the day, it started to fall apart. Why did it fall apart right here in this area? Because every trader thought we were going to break out. But as we were showing in the live chat, that if you unlink this and put the individual NASDAQ stocks, and when I see things, let me take off this style right here. I'm taking off aftermarket. I was just looking at CUDA aftermarket. Whole idea in here is if you want the overall market to rally, the NQ, and one reason I like watching the NQ is the big stocks in the NQ can move the whole index. When you watch the Googles of the world falling apart intraday in here, this isn't going to break out, at least not yet. And that's why right here, right at 10 o'clock, when you're watching Google start to sell off, not rally, the indication was that probably the NASDAQ was going to sell off as well. Now, Google wasn't the only one. Facebook. Now, don't forget about what it did the last 2 hours. I'm talking about right on the opening. These were starting to sell off. When these sell off, then all the NASDAQ traders that trade the NQ futures are like, oh, it's not the right day, and they all sell all at once. Then it goes to a new low, and guess what happened to a lot of these stocks? They refused to go to a new low. That was a tip the opposite way, that now these stocks were acting better relative to the market. See the new low on the NQs right here too? Guess what? Google not even close to a new low. So when this rallied, Google started going up. The whole idea is these stocks that were for sale on the opening, all of a sudden were to buy. So now the NASDAQ traders had to turn around and start buying. And it's as simple as that. If the big stocks start to go up, then the NASDAQ goes up. And that's a good way to look at it. Big key for tomorrow now is the NASDAQ going to break this level? Right there. If it breaks it, that's fantastic. It'll have a big old leg up. Where's the next move? Put this in here, and I think you see it a mile away. Right here to right here, that's 250 points. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's just not beyond the realm of probability. The worst part is 250 points only gets it to resistance. Well, you know what? The ES is already there. So this isn't that far beyond the realm of possibility. Look at the ESs on the right. Right at that area. Look at the NQ on the left. It's been underperforming. Very possible The key is to watch the individual NASDAQ stocks for tells even before the opening. They'll give you a great idea on this. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. I just want to let you know what your subscription entitles you to. We have the $7 trial, and what this entitles you to is 30 days, and it includes all of this. I'm going to log in and show you that you get in here. You get the chat room in the morning. The chat room is from 9 to 8 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. So we have a half hour to prepare before the opening, a half hour after the opening. We have in here the premium videos, which is more in depth than what you're hearing now. You have the email alerts where I send out certain alerts. Let me just show you a cool one from yesterday. If you don't think this thing's valuable, we do index and futures charts, unusual option activity, and stock ideas. Here's an intraday stock idea from yesterday. Now you go in here and you see that I post them all the time, usually about 6 every night. But then I did a bear wedge in Google. I want you to see the time of this. 1:22 p.m. Now this is already posted. I'm not showing you a hindsight trade. This I texted out. It actually goes to email alerts to all my subscribers. When I texted it out, it was 7:12. Now what I want you to do is put this to the side and look at Google after that post. Go and put Google on the daily and on a 5-minute on the right. This is when I posted it. Right there. Look where Google went. 7:01. You could have made 11 points on one trade. You short 100 shares of that and you make enough to pay for the subscription for a year. I mean, that's pretty good in my book. So just so you know, you short one share, and you pay for the subscription. You know, you make, wow, you do 100 shares. You do 100 shares, and you have a good day. You make $1,000. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this again. Look at the bear wedge. Look at this. Put it right next to it. Zoom out. And now I think you can see what I'm talking about. I posted it right there. Right there. Right there. Those are the kind of things you get if you sign up for the trial. That's $7 for 30 days. Other things this includes are the forum. This is more like a message board type service where we exchange ideas back and forth. Meetup, about every 10 days we do a learning video that's anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour that then goes under Meetup. Great instructional stuff thrown into your subscription. Like I said, the email alerts also. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. One last thing, Tucker, one of our people in Simpler Stocks, is doing a seminar this weekend called the Simpler Trend Trading System. It's from Saturday, July 9th for 4 hours. Really good stuff in here. If you get an idea, a chance, check this out at simplertrading.com, and you can see the link right there. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. I will be back with you tomorrow. Take care.